Here with Western Branch head basketball coach Paul Hall, no stranger to wild comebacks. Before he got to Western Branch, and now with the Bruins, his team 12-0 as another double-digit deficit erased for the number one ranked team in the state in Class 6 in Virginia. Coach, you're down 12 with just under 4 minutes to play, 11 with 2:08 to go. Did you think you could pull this one out? Be honest.
Man, I don't know what to expect from this team. We've been there before this year. When we call timeout on the bench, that's what we said. We've been here before. We know how to win. We know how to come back. And these guys believe. We talk about being a team of destiny. After last night's win, where we won with 2.5 seconds left, threw an alley-oop to Saquon White off the glass.
Against Northeastern. And you were down 4 with 30 seconds to go?
We were down 4 with 32 seconds. We got the same situation. We got 3 straight steals, converted, and won the game. So, I never doubt these guys, but tough environment. I saw a couple guys hang their heads a couple times, but it's like us. It's a switch.
Yeah.
When we turn that switch on, it's hard to turn it off. And once we got going, they got confidence going, and we started converting our turnovers. Early in the game, we were stealing the ball, and we get turnovers, and we would miss them. We throw the ball away. We get nervous.
A lot of chippy layups you missed. Yeah.
Right. Last few minutes of the game, we converted those, and that's a big part of our offense. Is quick conversion from offense to defense, and we just were not getting that tonight.
The hero tonight is Kendall Bonham with the shot from the wing there with 5 seconds to go to win it for you. Your unsung hero is DeMarcus Shepard with 4 steals. I think all of them coming in the fourth quarter for you.
Not only that, but also Young Choi.
Yeah, coming off the bench, made some big plays. Speak on those 3 guys, beginning with Kendall, who didn't have a shot going early, but late he came through in the clutch.
Kendall's our leader. He's been a freshman, starter since day one. I thought this year we would go as he goes, but he picks and chooses his moments. There are times when he feels like against we played Patriot, he had 24 points. We needed all 24 of those.
You were down 18 in that game.
Right. Here, this game he kind of picked and chose. They went into the zone and they were spacing us out, and so it was a little tough for him to get his shot off. Then late in the game though, with about we were down 1. He said, "Coach, put me back." He had 4 fouls, so we had to take him out. He said, "Coach, put me back in. I'm in this. We're gonna win this." And he went in and made a shot. That was a big shot. Big shot.
And speaking with Shepard, he much like you can kind of combine him and Choi as well as Micah Dixon. Those are guys that aren't the headliners in this game. You hear about Bynum and Saquon White and DJ Driscoll for you guys, and Isaiah Chambers and Brequan Harrell for them. Harrell formerly you, but those guys are important to what you do.
Right. Well, again, we play everyone. We try to play everyone, and because we try to play a lot of pressure defense. We want to attack you, we want to trap you. It's hard to trap a team like Smith because they have so many guards, they have so many weapons. So you have to. The fear is if you trap them, they'll find an open man, which they did a lot tonight. So we kind of backed off of that. But late in the game, we got in desperation mode and we moved our press up. And I was a younger coach. I tried to press the entire game. Then by the fourth quarter, my guys are dead tired.
Right.
Here, we kind of pressed a little bit, stopped, pressed a little bit, stopped, and then late in the game, out of desperation, we pressed, and it worked well for us.
And then 2 more for you. In this type of environment, it's such a wild crowd. The Bruin crazies are decked out. Smith brought a lot of fans with their Ambush Nation. It reminds me a lot of the Nansman over Kings Fork rivalries, which you know well from being the assistant and JV coach over there, the big Suffolk rivalry. And did you feel like the pressure would be good late, given that the kids might on either side play to the crowd, and that could work to your advantage if you're down? Or
well, I'll be honest, man. Again, after playing in the state Final Four last year, Robson was a crazy environment. This was similar to that. So these guys, again, they've grown, they've matured.
So that helped you, that experience?
Oh yeah, from freshmen to sophomore, now juniors and seniors. To me, it's like no moment's too big for them. And everyone was like, I pulled DJ Driscoll out. I was like, DJ, what do you think, Coach? I got you. Put me back in. Even though he struggled a little bit, he did a great defensive job on Chambers.
He did. And early in the game, protected the basket really well.
And that was our biggest fear. We were hesitant to play in man because we didn't want to get DJ in foul trouble. That's why the first time we played him, we played all zone. We didn't go zone, but maybe 1 or 2 possessions this game. We played mostly man, and that was big.
And lastly, everybody will talk about, Brequan Harrell versus his former team, Chesapeake rivalry game. But big picture, I think the significance of this game is the winner had the driver's seat for the number 1 seed for Region 6A for the playoffs. You guys are undefeated. They now have 2 losses. How critical is that, knowing that you could see this team, they're very explosive, very athletic, a 3rd or 4th time down the road?
We're trying to think ahead. We really don't. We taking it one game at a time. We have to. We got 2 more games this week. We play Friday. We have Great Bridge Saturday. We have Denby all at home, luckily.
Then your Bruin Classic on Saturday.
Yeah. Right. So we just try to take it one game at a time. I can't think ahead that far. Can't do it.
Well, plus now you have a bullseye being undefeated, #1 in 6A. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks, man.